The New York Attorney General is going after the companies that make store-brand herbal supplements. In tests of store-brand supplements commissioned by his office, the AG found out of hundreds of bottles tested, 4 out of 5 contained none of the herbs listed on the labels. Those supplements included ginseng, echinacea, St. John's wort, ginkgo biloba as well. New York ordered those brands off the shelves at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, and GNC stores in New York State. Herbal supplements are a $6 billion a year industry here in the U.S.
Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer Troy Aikman and Logan Stout, CEO of ID Life, are here to talk about the supplement industry and how you can maybe navigate some of these products we've been talking about. Troy, you're also affiliated with ID Life, and I assume players use supplements now. I don't know if you did then, but I mean, did you or do you worry about what's actually in them? Should players be worried?
Well, absolutely. I was not, as an athlete, that involved in supplements. Took a lot of protein shakes that was administered through the organization with the Cowboys, but you assumed that whatever it was that you were taking was approved, since it was our organization that was, kind of doing the vetting on that. As I retired, I really got away from it altogether, to be quite honest with you, and then slowly started getting back into the supplementation. And when I decided to be an investor in ID Life, that was the number one question that I had, was, okay, well, are you getting exactly what you're paying for, or
right,
what you're being told that you're getting? And did a lot of homework on that to make sure that it was organic and was the product that I thought I was getting at the time.
Logan, 4 out of 5, this Attorney General's study, 4 out of 5 supplements tested didn't have any of the product that the label said it was. St. John's wort, it had nothing in it of St. John's wort. How does that happen? How in the world does that happen?
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it, people are paying money. The majority of the American population buys nutritional supplements. And based on the study the New York Attorney General did, it looks like the majority of them are buying completely fake stuff they don't even realize that they're buying. And
is it the no FDA regulation?
That's the issue.
Would you welcome FDA regulation? How can it be solved?
I hope that this will be a wake-up call to our country, that we need to start regulating nutritional supplementation. I have children, my parents. I mean, the fact somebody can go in and buy something in a store that's not regulated, it can be anything or nothing, as they found with the Attorney General, is scary. I mean, that's scary, and people are wasting money.
Let me ask you about it. If it didn't have any of the product that the label said it had, do we know what was in there?
Man, there's no telling what they put in there. I've heard all kind of things. I'm not one to bash companies. That's just not who I am. But what I do believe education's important. And if somebody's paying for something, they need to know what they're getting. And I think that's the downfall we have right now with the whole system with nutritional supplementation.
Okay, so if people are watching us tonight, the Attorney General investigation in New York started with Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and GNC stores, products on their shelves. We have all of those stores here. Yeah. Does that mean, do you suspect the same thing is happening here?
Well, there's no question. The reality is people, we're habitual human beings, right? Wherever we shop, that's where we shop. Whatever we do, that's what we do. And people are buying supplements because they know they need them. The studies prove you need nutritional supplementation, but they're guessing. They're guessing. They have no clue what they really need or don't need. They're just guessing. They're going into one of these stores and they're just taking something off the shelf, going, okay, this helps with this, and they're taking it. They have no clue, but I guarantee the problem's far greater than what we've even realized. I promise you it's far greater than what we've even realized, and I'm hoping that the regulators will start doing due diligence and start looking for certificates of analysis and C of A's and you name it, so that the American population is safe.
Why not just, I know you're affiliated with ID Life and you'd probably say take that, but aside from that, why not just stop taking supplements and eat better and have a better diet?
Well, and to be quite honest with you, Steve, that's what I try to do. In the last 4 to 5 years, I've tried to get as much nutritional value as to what I'm eating, so that's not necessary. But the reality of it is it's hard. It's very hard for those that have tried to do that, right, to eat enough food and the right foods to get the proper nutrients without supplementation.
Okay, so wrapping this up, would you use your spot to try to get the Attorney General of Texas to do this kind of thing, get the FDA involved? Where's your voice going to go?
Well, I think ultimately it's the nutritional supplement companies that do have good ingredients, that are in their natural state and organic and not these synthetic fillers. We all have to come together. And we have to basically get the fraud off the shelves, because people work hard for their money. And you only get one body. You don't want to be taking something where you're wasting money and taking something that's harmful in the body. If you're going to spend money on something, you deserve to know that if it's on the shelf, it should benefit the body in a positive way, and it shouldn't be harmful.
All right. You should know also the Attorney General of New York is now going after some of the suppliers of the supplements across the country, and that may have an impact as well. Logan Stout, thanks. Troy,
Steve, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
If you want to check out what these guys are doing, it's idlife.com. That's the website. Thanks, guys. After our interview, I called the Texas Attorney General's office to see if investigators with the AG's office might be taking a look at supplements here, or if they're even on the radar screen of the Texas AG's office, and got this response. As far as your question about future actions the Texas Attorney General's office may take, we do not discuss legal strategy or acknowledge investigations. So we'll stay tuned.